Today we're going to be reading the book Stormy Weather. We know about different types of storms from the text storms, but what type of storms interests you the most and why? Turn and talk. Before I get reading this book, I think it's really important that we preview the text and we think about what we notice when we look at the text. So, what do you notice about the cover? Is this book fiction or nonfiction? And how do we know? Oh, so we notice that there's an actual picture on the cover. So that might lead us to believe that this is a nonfiction text. There's a storm that might be happening. Do we know what kind of storm that is? Oh, great. That could be. So we've learned a lot about different things in nonfiction text. So let's pay attention to the text features that we notice as we preview the book. This is the table of contents. So on that table of contents, it gave us a brief overview of all the different things we're going to be learning about in this book, which includes storms ahead, thunderstorms, hurricanes, blizzards, a glossary and index. Oh, so we know that if we need to look something up in the book, we can always look in the glossary or index. So here are our weather symbols. Oh, this is a text feature that we should pay attention to, along with the heading. Oh, here are a bunch of pictures that are labeled, so this might be important too. Here are more text features. You see there's a picture, there's a text box, and there's also a heading. So this must mean that it's a new part of the book. It's a new chapter. Ooh, what text features do you notice on these pages? And I would call on students to answer these questions. Okay. As we begin to read, we should pay attention to the text features and see how they add to our understanding of the book. Are you ready? Give me a thumbs up if you're ready. Okay, we can begin. You can't see them, but you are surrounded by huge masses of hot air and huge masses of cold air. These masses float above Earth. Sometimes they meet and clash, and when they do, storms can form. You can learn a lot about the weather just by looking up at the clouds. As you read on, you'll find out about storms that happen in your area. You'll also learn about storms that happen in other parts of the world. So, you notice how I read parts of this? This makes me think about when we learned about ice crystals bumping together. I remember this would cause lightning to happen. Now I'm learning about masses of hot air and cold air clashing and it makes storms form. So this is something I have to remember as I learn about other storms and what causes these new storms to form. Ooh, here's the text box, right? It says weather symbols. Meteorologists, scientists who study weather. Oh, that must be the definition of a meteorologist, a scientist who studies the weather. Use use special symbols for different kinds of storms and weather. Watch for these weather symbols for the next time you look at a weather map on television or in a newspaper. Oh, so when I see a newspaper or on TV, I know to look for other things. Wow, that's really important. Types of clouds. Oh, this kind of shows me that there are three different types of clouds. But before we learn that clouds are made of drops of water, let's see how this new information adds to what we already know about clouds. Cirrus, these are the highest clouds. They are thin and wispy and predict fair weather. Cumulus, these are tall clouds. They are puffy and thick and can signal good or bad weather. And then there's stratus. Okay. Stratus, these are the grayish clouds. and they are the lowest in the sky. They cover a wide area and bring light, mist, or drizzle. So, why are clouds helpful to us? Turn and talk. What do you know about these clouds and how are they useful to us?